Hi guys, welcome back to Sam's Life with a Husky. We are in my car. It is Thursday, November 2nd, and I am not working right now. I did work early this morning, but my car lit up like a Christmas tree. So I am taking her to my Monroe muffler, and we're gonna see what's going on. I took it to AutoZone, and they told me that it's my catalytic converter. Like, all the codes are related to the catalytic converter. So she is acting fine. So I'm gracefully, gently driving her to my mechanic at Monroe Muffler, and we are going to see what happens. This is not the video that I had planned on recording today. This is what happens when you drive for a living. Unexpected things happen, and that's why it's good to have savings. Oh man. Okay. So I will show you all the lights that are on when I get to Monroe Muffler, because I'm driving right now. But hopefully this is nothing. I had my entire muffler system, like from engine to the end of my car, replaced 10 months ago in January. It was like mid-January of this year. So anything that's wrong should be covered under warranty. But we'll see. So I got the check engine light on, the swervy thing on, ABS is on, hill assist is on, my, if you can see, sorry, shaky camera, my cruise control is flashing, and this one right here, the car with the hilly one, that was flashing. That stopped flashing. And then if you look over here, when I click my button, ABS needs to be checked. Check engine emissions control. Engine needs to be checked. The control system. Hill assist. So, I have arrived at my Monroe Muffler. Well, today is Saturday, November 4th, and I still don't have my car. So, let me tell you what is going on. I spoke with my mechanic and found out that they had a couple things happen over the last couple weeks. First off, they had 3 of their techs straight up quit all in 1 week. And then this week, they had a 4th person promoted by the company, and they were transferred basically instantly to start their promotion at another location. So my mechanic is extremely short-staffed, which means it's taking forever for them to get to my car. Now, I understood when I dropped my car off on Thursday that it might take a day for them to get to my car because I had no appointment. It was a last-minute drop-off. It lit up like a Christmas tree out of nowhere. So, it went in. So I dropped it off Thursday morning. It was like 8:45, somewhere in there. And they told me that they won't be able to look at it until the next day, which was Friday, yesterday. Called them yesterday multiple times. They were looking into it. They thought it was one thing, but they weren't sure. They were going to look at it more today. Well, I just spoke to them not too long ago. It's dinner time right now. And they told me that I won't be getting my car back until Monday because they don't exactly know what's wrong with my car. And they need to talk to a specific person about my car. And of course, they are off this weekend and don't come until Monday. So I won't have my car until Monday. Now, you're probably saying, well, why don't you just take it to another dealership? Well, not a dealership, another mechanic. Well, the thing is I took it to them because when I took it to AutoZone, when the lights came on, all the codes were catalytic converter codes. Now, back in January, I don't know if you guys remember, I had my entire muffler system from the converter to the rear of my car replaced. So if it was the converter, it was under warranty, and that's the shop that did it. I always take my car to this shop. So that's why I took it to that shop. They're pretty sure it's an O2 sensor. But they also are getting a whole bunch of other error codes, and they're not sure if the O2 sensor is throwing those off. Well, they didn't change my O2 sensors when they did the catalytic converter. So chances are it is the O2 sensors, but they want to make sure. My mechanic told me, he goes, I can reset the system. He goes, it's not a flashing engine light, so you can still drive it. It's driving fine. So if you wanted, I could reset the panel and you can bring it back on Monday. That way you have your car for tomorrow. And I told him straight up, I was like, I put 100 miles, at least 100 miles on that car a day. It's usually around the 80 to 100 mile range. But I was like, I don't want to take that chance. I put a lot of miles on that car. And if by chance something else were to go wrong, I would have to have it towed back to the mechanic shop, and it could become more costly maintenance-wise. I just want him to fix it and take it and go do what he's going to do with it, and we can go from there. I don't want to take the risk. I have towing on my insurance plan and all that, so the towing would be free, but if something else breaks, then that would make it more expensive. So I don't want to take that risk. So I'm just not working. I'm getting a week off, and I was not planning for a week off. I'm going to be a little short, but it's all going to be okay. I'm going to keep this going for you guys so you can kind of see start to finish what's been going on with my car. Well, today is Wednesday, and if you can't notice, it's cold. It's 35 degrees outside and I am freezing. Anyways, we are on our walk before dinner, and I wanted to let you guys know I got my car back last night. So I got my car back Tuesday night. So they had it, I dropped it off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday night. Almost 6 days, because I didn't get it until an hour before they closed on Tuesday. So I had a nice little week off, well, 5 days off, that I was not expecting, but they did fix my car with many complications and a big discount. Let me tell you the story. Here is Ghost being his extra sniffy self with his light up collar, because we're actually out walking a little later than normal. Sun sets in about a half an hour. So I got his orange light up collar, which you will see. But the story of my car goes as follows. So Monday rolls around, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. I'm not getting anything from these people. So finally at 2 o'clock, I call. I gave them the benefit of the doubt, and I gave them until 2 o'clock. And they call, or I call them, and they're like, we're waiting for the parts. We ordered the parts. I'm like, why didn't someone call me and let me know? Oh, we've been super busy because we're short-staffed. I understand you're short-staffed. I really do. And I was getting irritated at this point. I was like, but I need to know what's going on with my car. You've had it. Did you guys just see that? You've had it. Did you guys just see that? Ghost, really? He just jumped up and tried to catch a leaf. I hope I caught that on the camera. I wasn't looking at it. Oh my God, that was hilarious. So they're like, we ordered the parts from Subaru. We had to order them from Subaru because we didn't want to get you the generic ones and risk them breaking in a month, because that's what happens with the generic O2 sensors most of the time. I was like, if you guys thought it was the O2 sensors from the beginning, why did it take you so long to order those parts? Like, you could have had them first thing this morning and I could have had my car. Oh, well, we had to talk to our specialist to make sure because your computer is sending an error message to our computer. I was like, okay, guys, I get it. Fine, just fix my car. I was like, do you know if you're going to get the parts today? Oh, we don't know. We'd have to call. I was like, okay, well, please call and let me know what's going on. They're like, okay, not a problem. I didn't hear anything from them the rest of the day. I was so frustrated, leave it, that I just said, screw it. I will call them at lunchtime on Tuesday and figure out what's going on with my car. This was a fiasco, guys. I was furious. If it wasn't for the ending, I wouldn't go back to this place anymore. But they were really good. They're always very good. So just keep that in mind. Finally, Tuesday afternoon rolls around. It's 3 o'clock. I haven't heard anything about my car. I call, hey, we just got the parts. We're putting them in now. Okay, awesome. Come on, Ghost. I was like, thank you so much. So they call me back at like 5:30 and they're like, all right, we're taking it. We took it for a test drive. We plugged it in after we put all the O2 sensors in. There were 2 separate O2 sensors and it's working great. We're going to let it sit for 15 minutes and take it for another run around the block to make sure all the code's clear and everything is working good. Not a problem. So they called me back and I went and I picked up my car Tuesday night. It was about 6:30. About a half an hour to an hour before they closed, somewhere in there. So needless to say, I got my car back $580 later. Yep, it was an expensive fix. Sorry, it's getting dark out, guys. It's almost 5 o'clock. But yeah, $580 later for 2 O2 sensors. That does not include labor. I was very thankful. I think one of the O2 sensors was like $240 something, and the other O2 sensor was like $297. Hold that thought. Someone has to use the potty. All right, last clip. I've been interrupted by the best friend, the dog, and neighbors who want to talk. So this has been a very jump around end of this video. This is supposed to be easy. Anyways, so yeah, the 2 sensors added up with tax to $580. When I went to pick it up, my favorite guy there, he told me, he goes, one sensor has a labor time of 1.6 hours and the other sensor had a labor time of 1.8 hours. And their labor rate is $150 an hour, basically. And so he saved me another $400 or $500 by not charging me labor. They did not charge me labor because of how long it took them to diagnose the issue. This is why I go to this place, because these people know me. They know my name. All I have to do is say, hey, it's Samantha. They don't have to look it up. They say, what'd you do to your Subaru now? Or what's wrong with her now? You know what I mean? I go to this place because they know me. They're like family. They treat everyone like family. And they take care of me. They know how much money I've put into my car this year. I have probably dumped 10 grand into my Subaru this year. Yep, that's right, 10 grand. Yeah, I've put more money into that car. Wow, he stopped dead in his tracks. Something smell that good? My goodness, come on. We got dinner in the oven. Don't worry, someone's home with the oven on. Don't worry. 10 grand into that car this year. It's insane. I wanted to pay my car off early this year, and things just keep happening. And I can't pay it off early. It's driving me up a wall. So I have 1 more year of payments on this car. Subarus are great vehicles, but the problem is I bought it used, and I bought it with 93,000 miles on it. And she's up to 165 now. I've put 70,000 miles on that car in the last 3 years. And she gets regular maintenance on top of everything else that goes wrong with her. Like, if it's broken, I fix it, because I have a savings account that I drop money into every single week specifically for maintenance. Well, and taxes, but mainly maintenance. So that is the only good portion of this story, is the fact that they saved me $400 to $500 because they didn't charge me labor. Like, that is the blessing of this story. I'm taking it as a blessing. Everything happens for a reason. I'm gonna have to push Kiki's vet appointment by a month just so I can make sure I have enough in savings for his vet appointment, but that's no big deal. Like, it'll be fine. So that is the story of my car being in the shop once again. Yep. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is a long video. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you in that next video.